I'm here with Mike Harmon, our head varsity golf coach. Coach Harmon, we've had a lot of success in golf over the years. It's really been one of our top programs, usually in the top 2 or 3 of the conference every year. Talk a little bit about where we stand and where we could go with golf in the future.
Right now we're kind of, like you said, we're at the top of the league, and I think there's potential right now for us to get to the top, and stay in that #1 spot for a while. We've got a lot of younger athletes that I see some promise in and showing some interest in the game, and I think the next few, 5 to 10 years is going to be good for the golf program here.
Obviously, part of golf is you've got to practice, you've got to play a lot. What do our kids do right now in the off season, specifically the winter, early spring, to practice?
Right now, we have nothing they can do. I mean, we have no facilities, and even in not just within our school district, but within the area, there's nothing for them to do in the winter. Nowhere stays open. Everywhere closes in October, November, and the kids are done until March if the weather breaks. So they basically put their clubs away in the garage, and that's it for golf for the year until the spring. So.
With our all-purpose room, there are lots of things we can possibly do. What kind of plans do you have for golf and the possibilities there with the new building?
I'm excited for it, actually, because the facility giving us a place to go, one that's heated in the winter, is a plus. The ceiling height in this building is going to allow us to do some great things, and to combine the baseball batting cages with what we can do in golf is pretty amazing. I mean, if we're going to have a floor in there that we can hit off of, and some nets, and there's some technology, computer technology coming down in price, I think we could mix with it in the future to make it even better. So there's a lot of potential for the golf program here.
We can possibly, if we get 2 batting cages in there, you can divide those batting cages up into 4 or 5 golf swing cages within one batting cage. So we have the possibility of having 10 kids all hitting it at the same time.
Yeah, which is basically the whole team, so that'd be phenomenal, because the thing with golf is when you get out there, there's only so much space, or you can only kids can only do so much, but if we have a place for everybody to be, that's fantastic for them to work on each individual parts of what they're trying to do.
We talked that you're looking at some new technology as far as videotaping kids' swings and analyzing. Seems to me that this would be a great time to do some of these things in the off season when we have the indoor facility to practice.
That's exactly right. During the season, with the way they give us a week of practice before our matches start, these kids are expected to learn the game of golf, on their own, and in the off season and through the summer. And once the season starts, we're just into working on, getting their fine-tuned what they already know. But if we have somewhere we can go in the winter, that's going to be pretty neat to get them out. Once they hit out in the spring, they should be, their game should already be a step above everybody.
As I said, we've done a great job with the golf program. We're consistently one of the top teams in the league. However, most of our kids don't start playing until they're a freshman because there's no golf courses nearby. They can't drive. What could we do with the youth program to start developing some of these things with this new building?
I think it gives us lots of opportunities, because when working with kids in the younger ages on the fundamentals, you don't need a whole golf course or a big space. We can work on the shorter parts like chipping, and even on an all-purpose floor we could work on putting, the technique of it, which is not the same as real grass when it goes to that, but very similar when you're looking at just technique and the methods they use, and working on trying to get some consistency in the kids. Golf's very much a touch and feel kind of sport, so the earlier you can get them out there doing that stuff, the better they're going to be as they get older.
Sounds great. Thanks, Coach Harmon.